Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our course on innovation in social entrepreneurship and sustainability. I'm Dr. Reshma, and I'm delighted to guide you for throughout this session of day 2 in week 3, where we dive into a theme that sits at the heart of every successful social enterprise: business model innovation. I will take you through the entire journey of what business model innovation really means, why it is so critical for social enterprises, the different types of business models that is used across the world, a framework to analyze and innovative models. Also, few examples of companies that is disrupted their industries and lessons those who have failed because they didn't innovate. And finally, a reflection exercise to help you spot innovation opportunities around you. Let me begin slowly, steadily, with complete curiosity. To start with section 1, what is business model innovation? Before we explore innovation is simple part, let us try to understand as business model. A business model is simply the story of how organization creates, delivers and captures the value. So basically, traditional businesses focus on only one thing, that is profit. They create value usually for customers. They deliver value through the products and services for customers, and they capture value and revenue is the simple basic what they usually do. Simple as been followed traditionally. But social enterprises and enterprises, they rewrite the complete story. These social enterprises must create two forms of value simultaneously. One thing is financial value, the revenue that keeps the organization running. Secondly, the social or environmental value that meaningful impacts and makes the organization worth building in the first place. Balancing these two values in the system is not easy, but where business model innovation or BMI, which means to say business model innovation, steps in. The concept of BMI surfaced strongly around 2013 thanks to researchers like Skinner and Smith, who drew the attention to the idea that innovation is not only about the product and technology, it's about rethinking how business works. Let me tell you in simple words, business model innovation equals changing the way value is created, delivered, and captured. Sometimes all of these three to be combined. It's not a small tweak, it's a fundamental reimagining. So, let me take you to the next section, why BMI matters for social enterprises. Social enterprises operate in environment filled with lot of constraints such as firstly limited resources, second underserved population, third unpredictable revenue and enormous social expectation. Under these conditions, traditional businesses model don't work. That's why a social enterprise cannot rely only on donation. It cannot depend on only on profits also, but it must innovate to survive. That is what BMI says. This BMI helps the social enterprises to reach the people in conventional business and build the trust in the communities, reduce the dependency on the grants, and also unlock new revenue streams and preferably scale the impact sustainably. Think of all of this in different way. A social problem is often a business model problem in disguise. So if we change the model, we can change the outcome. It is as simple as that. So let me tell you a little more detail about it. where in the next section, that is understanding social enterprise business models. Let me take you to the models. That is, social enterprise across the world have developed creative models, balanced profit and the purpose. So let us unpack some of these influential ones. Firstly, the first one, that is hybrid model. This model mixes revenue generating activities and with philanthropic components. Example, a company sells eco-friendly notebooks at premium, and part of the profit funds are used for recycling workshop for schools in low income communities, and the revenue engine sustains the mission engine. And this hybrid model is an ideal when it is underserved population who cannot fully pay for their services, but the market segmentation is always above them. But however, the next model, let us see, that is the pay it forward model. Here, the customers are encouraged to pay slightly little more so that someone in need can access the same product or services. You may have seen caves where customers buy a suspended meal, and libraries where one membership funds a membership of another, and learning platforms that offers paid seats alongside a free sponsored seat. This model is said to be an empathy as fuel. People like knowing their purchase directly helps someone else. The next model we have is one for one model. It is very simple, a simple, elegant mechanism. Buy one, give one. For every item purchased, the enterprise donates a similar item to someone who cannot afford it. While simple, it works best. The product is easy to replicate. The supply chain is actually streamlined, and the social need is very clear and measurable here. The next model we have is the employment model, where some social enterprises exist primarily to employ marginalized groups like persons with disabilities, survivors of trafficking, women, which is from underserved areas and communities. Also, we have various things called former prisoners seeking reintegration. For all of them, these enterprise becomes a platform for their dignity and empowerment. Also, revenue comes from the selling of these goods and services by created by these groups. Let me take you to the next model, which is the cooperative model. Now, under this model, you can see the workers, the farmers, artisans, consumers or suppliers collaboratively work together. Owning the business together, decision making is democratic. Profits have been shared, and this model is something very powerful because this aligns the incentives at every level. You can see here, people are not just employees, they are stakeholders also. So, isn't it a very interesting model? Next, let me take you to the next model, which is called as market intermediary, or it is also called as connector model. Some social enterprise act as a bridges. They connect, like rural artisan to global marketplace, small farmers to the restaurant and retailers, local tour guides to the travelers who are authentic and giving best experiences. So, instead of producing goods by themselves, these enterprises create a value by linking underserved producers with the paying customers. So, this is one of the best innovative model which you can see. It is a business model which is innovation rooted in its access. Let me take you to the next model, which is called sustainable energy model. With growing climate challenges, many enterprises innovate by selling, like lower cost solar lights. Also, we have portable chargers. Then we also have microgrid for villages, And also we have decentralized energy devices. Often these are distributed using pay as you go or lease to own these models that reduces the upfront cost for the customers. So, can you see? It is an interesting model here. Now, coming to the next section, there are key considerations for designing a social enterprise models. So, when you look for building and evaluating a business model, social entrepreneurship especially must think beyond profit and ask few critical questions to themselves. Let's explore 5 of the most important questions to be asked by themselves as a social entrepreneur. Firstly, clarity of purpose. What problem are we solving? For whom? Why does it matter? Purpose is not a slogan. It encompasses for business decision, partnership, pricing, and priorities. Nextly, sustainable revenue stream is one of the greatest questions to be asked by self, wherein a social enterprise cannot just rely permanently on donors, grants, awards, or any form of goodwill or partnerships. It consistent needs some income to survive, especially revenue, which ensures their stability, dignity, and long term impact, which can happen only through innovation. Thirdly, community engagement has to be there. Communities are not beneficiaries. These are collaborators. Involving them early and regularly helps them to ensure relevance, trust, and a long term adoption of the solutions. Next key element, we also have certain aspect which is also called measurable impact metrics. Needs to be always thought by social entrepreneurs, which means how measurable impact metrics impact the quantifiable image of the business. It should not be vague, not abstract. Must have a clear metrics, that is secured funding, build accountability, and guide improvements. These are basic things that needs to be understood by the social entrepreneur. And nextly, finally, we have adaptability and innovation. Market evolve, very very important yet crucial, where they need to check how market evolve, communities evolve, technology evolve, rigid business models quickly collapse. So adaptability is optional, but it is also essential. So now coming up with the next section, little more detailed understanding about BMI, which is what is BMI? That is business model innovation in really about. Let us go a little more detail about the same. Business model innovation is not just adding up new features or changing your logos or running some fancy marketing campaigns, etc. It's about rethinking the fundamental architecture of how the organization works. BMI becomes very powerful when you think about customer need shift, technology changes, and the competitors that is emerging. Also, various set of old models which stops working. All of these is a thought process which forces the organization to ask, what if we deliver the value differently? Or what if we price our services differently than the other competitors? What if we use technology in a new way? Also, certain questions like what if we collaborate with unusual partners than the regular traditional model ones? The companies that ask these questions can survive for a very, very long run. So, those that who do not become, they become the case study of failure, which also is there in my upcoming session. However, we'll return to this and discuss about few examples in the upcoming sections. That is the innovation evaluation framework. To understand how innovative a business model is, we evaluate using 7 criteria. Let's explore each carefully. So, the first one is to keep an innovation plan ready. First thing is a tailored experience. Does the business personalize in its offering? Does it adapt to individual needs? Today's consumer expectation, does it meet? All of these has to be looked into, which requires in detail customer expectation fulfilling in terms of personalization, customization and convenience. The enterprise that tailors these services will start building deeper relationship. That's the first criteria. The second criteria we have is circular resource utilization. Can resources be reused? Can the waste from one product become an input to another? That is, circularity is crucial in a world facing climate stress, but it is also a cost and enhances efficiency. Likewise, we also have the third important criteria, which is also called asset sharing. This also something relates to the economy, where instances the asset needs to be question to be asked by the entrepreneurs. Can my asset of my business can be shared to multiple users? Cars, rooms, offices, tools. Some sharing can increase the utilization or create some productivity or reduces the amount of wastage, etc. And another criteria to be thought is consumption based pricing, whether customer pay only for what they use. This model is also said to be very fair, transparent, scalable and attractive to those with limited incomes. We also have another criteria, which is partnership and cooperation. Very crucial yet important, because partnership and cooperation is innovative in today's collaborative world. Strong business model, share resources, co-create solutions and build the ecosystem. Next criteria we also have to be looked into the social enterprises is flexibility and responsiveness. A rigid system break, flexible and evolve. Innovative model wherein it responds quickly to the market changes, supply disruptions and customer preferences. Also, some more criteria, that is technology tailwinds. Does the model harness technology? It means to say, does have any impact in terms of AI, IoT, fintech, platforms or digital identity. Remember, technology amplifies the impact even when it is integrated thoughtfully. Also, we have some more sections, which is some of the real examples of BMI, which is called as business model innovation. Now, let us analyze 6 companies that redefined their industry. These are not traditional social enterprise, but they are business model which is considered to be BMI, business model innovation, which gives us a powerful lesson as your future for social entrepreneurs. The biggest model is Airbnb. Before Airbnb, hotels were the default accommodation choice. But Airbnb inverted the model, wherein it covers hotels' own rooms. Airbnb owns nothing, but the community provides the asset. Airbnb enables these millions to monetize the unused space. It means innovation highlights you can see in this is sharing the economy at the scale, personalized stay by the customers, highly optimized matching algorithms, transparent ratings, and hotels took decades to build their inventory, but Airbnb did it in years. So such an effective model that you all can think about. Second, we have is Spark, which is electric car sharing. Under this, Spark offers on-demand electric vehicle in urban areas. So there are certain impacts and benefits to the user, such as unlock a car with an app, drive anywhere, drop it off, get built by minute or hour, etc. So certain innovation highlights that you can see in this is pay-per-use mobility by every customers, eco-friendly urban transport you get here, zero paperwork, and asset productivity is maximized to extreme. So you can see here it combines the best taxis and rentals together. So next model we have is Ryanair. Ryanair is asked one more important question of the model. What if we delete everything that a people doesn't absolutely need in a flight instance and build a low cost model around, such as unbundled services, minimal frills, quick turnaround times, aggressive partnership, etc. So the innovation that they bought into here is lowest price wins the huge market share. Additionally, these services became the revenue stream. These cost discipline became an art form. That is the huge benefit that we derived. The next model we have is Uber, which is very much famous that all of us know. Uber disrupted the taxi industry by using dynamic pricing, digital maps, real time tracking, and also community ratings. The innovation that is brought by Uber is democratized income generation, reduced transaction friction, and increased convenience to all of us as a customers, turned the car owners into micro entrepreneurs. So you can see one of the effective model. Next we have another example, that is Revolt. Revolt refined the banking by acting like a tech company. Traditional banks are very slow. So what did they do is, Revolt is an agile in bringing their innovation in a different way, where multi-currency accounts can be kept, low cost transfers will be charged, crypto options are available, integration of third-party services can be frequently used here, and continuous feature updates also you get it through this app. They deliver these banking, the speed of software is also very high. So that is another beneficial example. Next we have Peloton. These Peloton is something that they have transformed home fitnesses, wherein their idea is they merged premium exercise equipments, subscription based workout classes, and a global technology fitness communities into one, and brought some innovation to all of us, which consist of hardware and software integration, community driven motivation to all the customers, recurring income, and also personalization at scale. So all of these are tactics that is used to make a best. Next section we have lessons from failure, which is from Kodak. Example, a Kodak story is a reminder that innovation waits for no one. Kodak invented the first digital camera. Yes, invented, but they buried it, fearing that it cannot cannibalize their film businesses. The world moved on and Kodak didn't, and the company collapsed. The lesson here is, if you don't understand, disrupt yourself, then someone else will. So next section we have here is the next industry up for disruption, that is the electric sector. It is a ripe for transformation. Why? Because it has shortcomings such as decentralized production, rising energy prices, climate concern, IoT enabled smart grids, and demand supply mismatch. All of these are energy communicate are emerging, because of which small groups generate power collectively, share the cost, sell excessive back to the grid. So this business model innovation at the community level works wonders, but if they act carefully. Next section we have innovative business model for social impact. How can we create an impact? So if you remember, let us revisit to the 7 powerful model that social enterprises can apply. Instances, First one is the subscription model, which is a predictable revenue, low entry cost for customers, and it is perfect for example sanitation services or water filtration refills, medical care memberships, etc. This subscription model can be used. The second model is marketplace or on demand model, which is said to be connecting farmers to buyers or connecting tutors to learners, connecting artisans to tourists. All of these technology becomes a marketplace. So this model can be used for all of these different services. Also, there's another model which is called build to order model. No expensive inventory. Customization is at their advantage because they use their cases such as assistive devices, prosthetics, and learning tools for their special needs. All of these criteria combine and make the powerful device that can be used for customized businesses. Next, we have advertising based model, which offers something free on through ads, which is actually great for education content if you look for creating an entrepreneur, or you also can start with health awareness platforms, skill building channels, etc. All of this will actually create a better platform to a social entrepreneurs. Nextly, we have freemium model, which I have already told in the start of the session, which is called basic free services, and advanced features are actually paid here. And people who can make use of as an entrepreneur is mental health apps if you're constructing, or financial literacy tools that you can make, or some language learning platforms. In all of these, this model will really fit in perfect. Then another model suggestion that I would give you is pay as you go model, where customers pay a small amount over a period of time. But when it is ideal and what type of entrepreneurs can take up is upfront investment should be too high, your credit access should be limited. Examples, you can use it on solar energy or solar energy, water fills, or ATMs, or digital learning, etc. Or there's another model which is PaaS, which is product as a service, where customer don't buy the product but they can simply lease it. Like example which you can take up under this model is hospital leasing medical equipments for some period of time, or farmer leasing their machinery for shorter duration, or the community leasing their water purifier. In that case, this model will really fit well. So all of these are various suggestions for social entrepreneurs who can plan in future to become. So let us take up the entire reflection of what all that we have gone through. And if you feel if there is again a problem into any of these situations, like example waste piling up, water storages, or lack of safety learning spaces, limited public transportation, or elderly people living alone without any support, etc. These are all different type of loopholes you can see. Now in that way you can ask yourself, what is the new way of doing, organizing, or knowing, or framing that can solve this? So this is what we say, that social innovation begins not only with big dreams but with everyday's observations like this. That is why I say innovation in social entrepreneur is not just being very genius, but it's about how you're being attentive to all of these unmet needs, unattentive gaps in the system that has been there, and attentive to all the possibilities that can make an impact on the environment. And however, these business model innovation gives us a tool to convert our insight into action and action into impact. So thank you for joining me for today. I truly appreciate your curiosity and commitment to learning. So in our next classes, we will continue to explore how innovation shapes a social change and how you the new generation change makers can lead these transformation into a new better world. Thank you again.